Hi FlossTube, I am back, still with the fancy hair. I think I have gathered all of my whips, or all of the ones that are upstairs. I don't think there's any whips in the basement. I think I purposely brought all of them upstairs. I could be wrong. If I end up finding more, so be it. So, I have a mess over here now. They're all over my table. They're all over the chairs. I have my two rolling carts over here. I've got two huge bags on the floor. I've got shit everywhere. We're going to get started. Again, I am going to be taking pictures while I do this because I have to put them in my album. So, WIP Parade. Let's go. Bent Creek Photo Booth Easter Surprise. Super cute. I have a bunny almost done. Not much of a start, but that's okay. And I think how I'm gonna do this project, like size-wise for my projects, I'm gonna have small and maybe instead of small, medium, and large, maybe do like small, medium 1, medium 2, and large. Or what some people might call small, medium, large, extra large. God. I guess that would work too. I think I'm going to have 4 size categories to organize these. So, yeah. I'm not doing that while I do this video because that would just be too crazy. I'm not going to do that to you guys. That was number 1. Number 2, some of these are not going to have pictures, and I am not going to flip my phone back and forth and find the picture. Jesus Christ, fine, I will. The pictures are on my iPad and I'm filming on my iPad, so this is just not going to work. And I'm not fancy and I don't do editing and I don't insert pictures. This is a Stone Street Stitchworks, I know that, so I'm going to pull it up quick. I started this at Fall Retreat through the Quilt Shop, Most Needle and Thread. And it is called Day to Night. This is a picture. I am stitching it on 32 count raw silver Belfast linen. And this is the start that I had. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be really pretty. So there's number 2. Don't expect me to keep count for all of these, because no, I'm gonna get lost at some point. Some of these I also have to match the pattern up with the WIP, because like right here I have the project bag with the floss and the pattern. I don't know where the project is. Somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Not with it. And please excuse any rustling. Tiny Modernist. And here's how far I am. Cute. That's more true to color for the fabric. Cat, what are you doing? Cats are gonna drive me bonkers. And now that I have all of my carts and everything pulled out, after this I'm gonna go around with my vacuum and suck up all the fur balls because everything's pulled out. This is a WIP I actually worked on this week and forgot to put in my last video. Peace on Earth, Dimension Skip. Worked on this at work last week. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I need a new needle. I don't know what I've done to this one, but it bends super easy now. Like every time I try straightening it out, it ends up with another bend. Look at that. That's just a shitty needle. Here's how far I am on that. This is where the letter P will go. So that's pretty cool. This is a series of ornaments. I think there were 6. I believe I have all 6. I made sure to collect them all last year. Found a couple on Etsy, a couple on eBay. This needs to go back to work with me. I'll put it there. This is my Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Animal Almanac. That's how far I am. Got all of month 1 done. Month 2 just came out yesterday, so I'm actually planning on starting month 2 tonight. My Lowry is freed up since I took the succulent pattern off for my video just now, so I'll put this on a Q-snap, put that up, and work on that tonight. Last month I was able to knock the pattern out in 3 days, so I'm kind of hoping I can continue with that. Not necessarily 3 days, but as soon as the pattern comes out, get it done in that first week and have it out of the way and actually keep up with the sale. Let's go to this bin next. This is my chatelaine. I love this. I am stitching it on, I believe it's a hand dyed by Stephanie, but I don't remember. It's a even weave, but I don't remember anything else about it, and I cannot see. Looks like I don't have the fabric tag in here, unless I put it in the back of this. Nope, I did not. This is my start, or my progress on it. This is the over 1 part. It is the center of the chart. Mother and child. I need to pull that back out. It's super pretty. I need to take a picture quick. Thanks. These are not going to be the best photos, and I don't care. This was actually kitted. Maybe it was kitted with this fabric. That's a possibility. No, I think I had to buy my own fab. I don't know, but it is all of the NPI silks. There is one silk I need to rebuy. It is a Silken Colors, so thankfully it's easy to get, but this is like, it's not soft, and there's hot pink spots on it. So I don't know what happened to this one, but hey, to get something off of Stash Unload, only have to buy, this was originally kitted by European Cross Stitch. Only have to replace one, whatever. And I can still use this for another project, I'm sure. I don't know. But I mean, it has the beads and everything, so. Because me and nativities. It's called a snowflake nativity. It's one of my big ones. This is one of my Hades. Fly Me to the Moon. It's just freaking gorgeous. Those colors, oh my god. So I started in the top corner. I'm stitching it on, this is how much I have of one page done. Like, that's it. And this thing is 450 by 597. This is stitched on 25 count maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's 28. And I was really, I mean, this is started so long ago, I actually taped the edges. Here's my start. It's gorgeous, but I'm contemplating, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be an UFO or if I'll restart it, because I started it doing 1/1 full crosses, and now I'm like, well, that was dumb. Why didn't I do 10th stitch? I don't know. Hence the reason it's been sitting. Boo. Boo. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do on that. I would like to stitch this. It's also not going to be done anytime soon. I mean, we're talking a 40-year project here, right? It's another one I have in one of these nice boxes, because that's a really, really long-term project. I think the dog wants in. Come on, pup. Let's go. It's really windy out there. Okay. Next project. This is Barbara Anna Designs, Black Cat Hollow. I do have all 3 parts, obviously, but I am still on part 1 for the stitching. I am stitching it on 28 count Lugana by Picture This Plus in the color Cabernet. Oh, come on. Sorry. Having issues pulling. Had issues pulling this out. This is still on a Q-snap too. I love how it looks on this fabric. I think it looks fantastic. So I need to get that done. There's a cat here. Need to get that done. Just like everything else I have. I need to get that done. Gosh darn it. All my carts are over here, so I do have it. I need the pattern for this one. Ah! That my jerk cats have been apparently chewing on. Jerk cat. This is the first Bella mermaid that I got. Mermaid of Atlantis. Or Harris of Atlantis, sorry. Eris, not Harris. You know what I'm saying. I'm stitching this on a piece of fabric from Hand Dyed, nope, yes, Hand Dyed by Rolanda. It is an opal. It is gorgeous. Blues and greens, a little bit of purple. I think it's gonna look awesome on that. Get a picture. Come on, camera. I also might need to find a new project bag for this one, because this is what I have it in. Skeletons. Let me, while I'm doing this, find my working copy. I don't know what that goes to. Okay, here's my working copy, so I can put everything all together, because yeah, I need to stop spreading everything out. Okay, there's that one. If you watched my weekly update or my, regular update, you saw this already. Mirabilia Fairy Idol. Here's this quick. Thanks for being patient with me. If you're not being patient, I couldn't tell, so it doesn't matter. AAN butterfly. Here's where I'm at. This one is a lot of fun. I just don't have a super good setup for this. I've been using my Lowry for this, but it's iffy. Like, it's really kind of heavy for it. I end up kind of supporting it on the other side. It is what it is. Let me get a picture for Kenny. Yeah, I know it's not for Kenny. It's for me. It's for my own tracking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost had an avalanche there. Another one I just showed. Another Bella Mermaid. Pearl of the Orient Seas. I am not very far. Just have a face, start of a face there. Which I'm not happy with how some of the stitches are laying either. I guess they're not too bad when I look closer. I was gonna say maybe I'll restart it, but no. Nope, we're not doing that. I get a picture of that, right? Yeah, I did. Stiach. Golden Girls, 2019. That was a big patch of that pink color, and I don't think it's even done. Look at that, I lost count already. Stiach 2018. Oops, that was already open. Home is where the, however you choose to finish it is. Wow, guys, this is going to be a really long video, possibly pretty boring too. I apologize. That is my stocking. This one will be for me. I do already have a stocking picked out for Brian. The kids, I'm still trying to find something that really is going to be to each person's, you know, personality type, I guess. I mean, I like lighthouses. The one I have for Brian is a dragon. Ethan's really into penguins right now as his favorite animal, so if I found something with a penguin, I could maybe do that for him. I don't know. These are just going to be a quick show because I don't even need pictures of these. I already have pictures, and I just showed them in my last video. Version 2. Version 1. Black work. That's the peppermint purple peppermint purple black work sal, and it's a year long. You get one part every week. Tidy Modernist, Hummingbird Biscornu. Here's my progress. Come on. Sure. Some of these that you're seeing right now, I just recapped in my last video because they were for my Stitch 9. But I didn't take pictures at that time because that would have been thinking. Nativity Berry. Progress. This is my Holy Night fabric with the candle and poinsettia arrangement. I'm not pulling out the magazine picture. Okay, fine, I'll flash this quick. It's a really old magazine. I don't remember which one. December 2005 Cross Stitch Collection. Okay, it's kind of crazy that 2005 is like 15 years ago. Okay, let's move on to a bag. Hold on, it's my mom. Okay, let's try to continue. Maybe getting another call from husband and or mother, but whatever. He's at his parents with the kids, and then he's going to drop them off at my parents, and for some reason I have to be the go-between. Bent Creek, Egg of Eggs. Here's my progress. I started in the middle, so this is this. Need to get that one done. These are so quick to begin with. Like, this should already be done. Britter Cup Designs. This is the Britty Kitty monthly series. I already have March done. This is going to be April, the bunny. And I am stitching it on some mystery, mystery pink fabric. I don't have a label in there anyway. This is where I'm at. This is the bunny. And I need to get this finished because this pattern needs to get sent off to Lori. She has most of the series and was missing the March-April one. So I said I would send it to her. I should leave this out so I can actually work on it and finish it. That would be smart. Okay, let's grab some more from here. Stitchy Box, designed by Northern Expressions Needlework. This is Black Widow. Just all specialty stitches, some special fibers. This is all I have done. But it's cool. I mean, it's all those specialty stitches. What is this? Did I have a knot in here? Why is this coming out? Okay, I don't know what I did there. This is stitched on 32 count linen Silver Mist, hand dyed by Stephanie. Oh, duh, picture. Which way does this even go? I don't don't remember which way I was doing this. Whatever. Guess I'll figure it out later, right? Whatever. This is a Mill Hill kit, Jim Shore, Snowy Owl. Well, Snowy Owl Snowman, but, you know. And I started with the owl. This is what I have done so far. And I think I got discouraged and set this down because it was the light colors on the white. I don't know. It's really not difficult. Typical Mill Hill. Picture. Somebody want to just stand there and scream and take a picture at me? That'd be great. Willing to bet husband's gonna come home and interrupt this at some point because after he drops the kids off, I probably still will not be done filming this. Another Mill Hill kit, Jim Shore. This is just an owl. And I got even less done on this one. Pretty sure this was Mania 18. Maybe I did Mania for 3 years. I can't remember. I don't remember. All right, I heard whoever was screaming that time. I got a picture. These were my fancy project bags. Ooh, what's in here? Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. It's awful. This is a sweetheart tree. Keep calm and freak out. And I started this because I wanted to use this gorgeous silk. It might be silks for you. And I'm stitching it on Champagne Cocktail. It's painted. It's from Enchanted Fabrics. I picked it up on Stash Unload, I'm sure. Oh no. Oh, yeah, I did get it on Stash Unload, and it was a flawed piece. So whoever got it, you know, like there's a couple of black spots. I thought my fabric or my floss did that, but no. So that's where I am on that. This will look really cool when it's done. Someday. Picture. Got it. Another bundle. I am just overwhelmed looking at these. Like, I think, I don't even know. Bowl full of Scaries, Scary 2. I have Scary 1 started somewhere too, as well, also. This is all I've got done. Is this really creepy, weird squirrel? Start of him. Move this floss out of the way. Take my picture. Take my picture. Oh, here's Scary 1, so let's do that one. Scary 1. I did get further on this one. And I'm stitching this one on 36 count Old Town Blend. Picture. You guys aren't screaming loud enough. I'm not hearing it. And a lot of these are just in the plastic folios that you can get on Amazon. This is Lizzie Kate. So pretty. Oh, I forgot about this needle minder. My small start. Like super small start. There was one year for Mania, I did a lot of projects about this size. This whole stack that I've been pulling from these last few, I think all came from that same year. .32 count, Picture This Plus mystery. Nope, this is not Picture This Plus. I can tell you that right now because it's printed on the front. Did I pull something out of there, or did the person I bought it from? Good question. This is the design. And this is how much I have. Ta-da! That was a really big start. Man, I don't even know. It goes this way. But I heard something. All right. Oh, you know what? This next one comes from the same magazine. The next one is the Val's stuff ornament. And this is stitched on some mystery even weave. And there's my start. This must have been Magazine Mania that I did these two. Is there a picture of this one? There is. Okay, so this is the one that I'm doing. This owl. And I actually decided to do him on perforated paper. Somebody's screaming really loud. I've remembered the last like 3 or 4 now. So good job. Oh! Throwing things. This one's not hard, but I got bored real fast. Cover up the chart. I'm not good with like the monochrome stitching or mostly monochrome stitching. Bored as shit. I guess prairie schoolers just aren't for me. And and that's okay. I really like it. I mean, I've started it. I'll finish it because there's no reason not to. It's not like it's difficult and I'm struggling. I just, oh, there's a critter kitty in here I need to do. I just haven't gotten it done. Wow, guys. There's so much to do in here. My husband is gonna come home and freak out. Like, seriously. What is this? This is like a finish. Yeah. Okay, so I need to just leave this out so I can finish it off. This is a Needle Bling Designs. It comes with like the other stuff. And it's freaking done. I just need to put them together. Okay. So I'm leaving this out. I'm not even taking a picture of it because it's finished. It just needs to FFO. Oh, this is so pretty. Jeanette Douglas, Autumn. And I started with the border on this one. It's so pretty. So pretty. I love that variegated silk. This is the floss pack. Let's see. The variegated color is the Thread Gatherer Midsummer Vineyard. This is another Dimensions kit, Be a Light. And I am stitching it on my own fabric. I pulled 32 count Crystal Phantom from Picture This Plus. This is where I'm at. Isn't that awesome? Oh my god. I need to get back to this one. So pretty. So pretty. I think it's gonna look awesome on that fabric because the opal just be extra sparkle, like extra little stars, you know, starlight, whatever. Dimensions kits, I mean, they're always gorgeous finished. They just take more time because they do have, you know, like that little piece ornament. And there's some colors are 2 strands, 3 strands, 4 strands, half stitches, full stitches. There's just a lot to them. Make sure that's not a husband. A husband, like I have more than one. One is more than enough most days. Stitchy box. And I have the Valdani floss for that. I think what I need to do is, like, I don't have that much started on it. But what I need to do is make sure and go do all of the white stitches first. If you watch, oh my goodness, Jackie Across My Stitches, she was just mentioning in her last video that if you're stitching with red and white, always do the white first. Because if you have white next to red stitches and you have the red in the fabric and you're pulling that white back and forth through there, your white floss is going to stain and it's going to look pink. So I need to make sure that when I get back to that one, I do all of the white first. Handy tip if you've never heard that tip before. This is Spring by Lila's Studio. I'm gonna be honest, this may end up a UFO. For personal reasons. I mean, I think it's gorgeous. I had the other 3 patterns as well, and I think I already did destash them. If not, they're in the pile that I have to post. I'm not going to get into the personal reasons, but there are personal reasons. Now, where do I want to go? Let's go here next. Oh my God, what is all of this? This is not started yet. This is not started yet. This is not started yet. Not started, not started. Okay. There's something in here. Also not started, so I can't count it as a WIP. Darn it all. Back to those rules. What's in here? Not started. I had a bunch of stuff that I apparently brought upstairs because I wanted to start it, and then I didn't. Not started. Good grief. I started this one though. Barbara Anna. And I did a silk conversion on this one. It's not a conversion I can easily share, to be honest. Mostly because these are all colors that came from Dinky Dye's Oops packs. So, I mean, I could share the conversion, but they might not look the same as if you just ordered those colors. So, I'm not going to. And I'm stitching it on a blue-gray linen 28 count from Seraphim. I think this was just one of her single dyes. I don't care. I started this at Fall Michigan Stitchers Retreat, and I was gifted this. I don't care. Picture. Somebody didn't yell that time. All things back. Here. Come on. Come on. Really? Whatever. Here's a pattern with no project. That's great. Oh, here's the project. Okay, never mind. This is a Jeanette Douglas Designs. Isn't that gorgeous? And I went with the red colorway. I just love those colors. So deep and beautiful. And I am stitching it on, there it is, hand-dyed linen. This is Color and Cotton, 36 count Edinburgh in Sampler Gold. And another Q-snap. I mentioned in my last video, like, if I went through and took all of my Q-snaps off, I would have a bazillion Q-snaps. This never got started. Those don't count. I'm not counting those. Oh, this is another Bent Creek Quaker Easter egg. And I am doing a sulky conversion on that. And this was my start at the Mo's Needle and Thread Fall Retreat. And I do not have the fabric information. Nope, I don't. Did this get started? Oh, this was... Okay, so this was a hand blessings pattern. I got one done, and there were a couple that kind of coordinated with it. So I wanted to do all three on the same fabric with the same floss. I might consider this a WIP because I was doing it as a trilogy. God, I also hope that I have enough of this fabric left. Do you see what I did? I gave it too much of a margin. I'm just going to finish them as pillows. I think I can squeeze the other two in there because I don't need much margin. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think it might be considered a WIP, but I'm not taking a picture. Started. That didn't get started. That didn't get started. Nope. How did I end up with so many projects up here that are not started? I need to take some of these back downstairs to my stash cabinet. Okay. This was a pattern that was in a magazine. This is a fabric from Oksana. She sells her fabrics in stash unloading cross stitch only. This was the pattern from, it's called Happy Haunting. It was in Cross Stitcher magazine, I believe. Let me see if I can be a good girl and pull it up. I have it from a Zinio subscription. Where is my Zinio app? Am I blind? Sometimes my apps randomly disappear. I don't know if anybody else's do. It's like it tries to update or something and it doesn't. Okay, so I'm just gonna flash the top of the pattern quick. Actually, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna be able to read that because I can't read it staring with it like this. The chart is in color and I printed it in black and white, but here's my start. It's gonna be really cool, but I do not have very much of it done. That's one that I'm using the iPad for, but I'm not doing so great like reading my patterns on the iPad. I might actually have to print some of these off. That's it for that bag. because apparently this bag is mostly unstarted projects. Still don't know where the stuff is for that thing. Man, do I have some old stuff in here. This is Winter Quilts. It's a Leisure Arts leaflet. This is the one. I have done this one. I gave it to I stitched that for my parents for their anniversary 1 year. They got married in October, and my mom is a quilter. But for some reason I have this huge freaking floss box for just those bobbins for just this. The pumpkins is being used as a shop model at work. This, I seriously started this so long ago. This is a hand dyed by Stephanie. So pretty. Really need to get back to that. This must be a 28 count. Snowdrifts, maybe? What did I forget, guys? I forgot a picture. Can you tell that I'm just overwhelmed by all of this? Like, I don't even know that we're halfway through. Yep. This is another pattern that I did my own conversion on because I pulled the called for flosses, the Weeks Dye Works version, and I wasn't happy with it. So I did my own color conversion to, which I was an idiot and didn't write them down. I mean, I'm sure I can figure them out, but I've got this combination of Victorian motto and coloring cotton and Moe's sale and a Rolanda and a Weeks Dye Works. So I've got my own conversion going on here. This is where I was. Dude, you can't sit in there, cat. This might be 40 count. 1/1, or it's 36. I'm leaning towards 40. I would also have a ton of needles if I pulled them all out of these whips. This is a Riolis kit. I had to get it because it was white lilies. I can hang that in our bedroom eventually. I haven't gotten very far at all. Look how huge this fabric is. Holy crap. There's a needle. This fabric is freaking huge. I'm actually doing it on the Aida. I don't really like stitching on Aida, but with this kit, with the floss that it comes with, yeah, I'm just doing it on the Aida. this one. What you doing, Cat? Oh, good. The other one's gonna try it now. I just told your kitty brother that you cannot get in there. Let's see if I can make the fabric fit in here now. Alright, did it. What's this? Oh yeah, this is really cool. How come I quit working on this? This was a Lakeside Linen sale. This was designed by, I believe, Doreen Jones, wasn't it? I have everything all printed out and everything. This was the specialty, what was it called? Lakeside Needlecraft, not Lakeside Linen, sorry. And yes, it was designed by Doreen Jones. Specialty Stitches Butterfly Sale. And I was using the called for colors. This came with great instructions for doing each of these stitches. And I pulled some random white even weave from my stash for this one. I had a decent start going. I really need to pick this one back up because it really was a lot of fun. I mean, this is really pretty. I think you can still buy that pattern from Lakeside Needlecraft too. And their Q-snap and needle. This is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Oops. And I decided to do some of these squares individually. I'm not going to do them all together. I started with this one. This was my start. And then I do have 3 other fabrics pulled because I was going to do them all. Like, I didn't have fabric to fit all of them on, so I just wanted to pull some colors that would look nice together. Okay, so this is another piece. So I had started a group a while back called the Very Old Sampler Sale, and it was for a variegated sampler that was from an old cross stitch and country crafts magazine, and a bunch of people finished that pattern, and so I found another old sampler that I liked that I was, well, there's a car under my table, that I was going to work on. And I started it right away, and a few other people joined in too. I did my own conversion again, and my conversion is using mostly Victorian motto, but some color and cotton. This is the sampler. And this actually can be purchased from it's designed by Sandy Orton from Cooler Design Studio. And you can get on the Cooler Design website and still get this sampler pattern. And this was my start. And I really do like it. I'm not usually a sampler person. Not quite sure what drew me into this one, but this was a needle minder that I made. Need to pull that back out. I need to pull all of these back out, right? That's why I'm doing this. Okay. That's it for that portion of the bag. Oh, good God. Oh. This may have been a mistake. Need to find the picture for you. This is Christmas Quaker Bell Pull from Stickiden van der Weyenberg. Yeah, I took German in high school, and this is what it is. And what I decided to do, I'm stitching it on just 36 count flax linen. And I'm using Victorian Motto Church Graveyard for the green. And then the red is Jolly St. Nick. And then the gold I'm going to do in beads. These are size 15. So that's what I'm going to do. This is my measly start. This was cut to size. Or maybe it wasn't cut. I mean, it's... What was I thinking? This is not a project I'm ever going to finish. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with this. God. Blast it. Frickin' picture. Picture of nothing. Okay, it helps if you put everything back in the bag. Okay. Yeah, the stitch count on this is 136 by 576. Might as well be a freaking Haid. What the heck is this? Oh, this is another sale I failed at. Big surprise there, huh? Okay, and this was one I did a color conversion on. This is Madame Chantilly, the black cat. I don't know. I'm not pronouncing that in French. So I'm doing my own color conversion on this. Here's the colors. And I did take notes as to where each of these goes. I was smart. I got my notes. I was doing this as a sale with my stitchy wife Carrie. There's a pin. She has hers finished. I'm a spider. More fabric from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. It's cute. Oh yeah. This is in my beaver bag. One of my beaver bags, because now I have 2 beaver bags. This was a stitch along that I started with Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher. Again, a sale fail for me. This was a pattern from Etsy. This is the Friends collage. Let's see, does it have the shop name? I don't see a shop name on here. But anyway, it was on Etsy. This is my start. I mean, I did a decent amount. I started doing the back stitch as I went on these little motifs. My frustration with this pattern, it's not the pattern itself, it's this freaking linen. Like, it's the perfect linen for this because their door is purple and the center of this pattern is the door. But I hate the linen. It's a Weeks Dye Works linen, one of their 35 count linens, and their fabric is so flimsy, and you have to be very careful with your tension. And I forgot a picture, and I think it just really got me frustrated. Plus then I had a huge miscount and had to do some frogging on it, and it got put in timeout, and apparently it's still in timeout. But I'm not gonna restart it. I will finish it on that fabric. I think it'll look awesome on that fabric. I just need to be in a place where I have patience to work on that shit. And lately I have not been in that place. This is 32 count Lugana. Picture this plus in color Coastal. Here's the picture. And I am doing, yes, I'm doing this one. And I did say the fabric right. 32 count pictures plus Lugana Coastal. It looks so bright on the camera, but it's not that bad in person. Like, it looks neon in the camera. I'm having a hard time with that. It's softer in person. She looks kind of creepy right now because the eyes are just like those empty sockets. This is an Etsy pattern from Little Room in the Attic. Yes, yes. Oh, thank God it didn't take that long to find. I know she has hundreds of patterns, so I was kind of worried for a second. Husband's home. This is the pattern. And I'm not going to turn it off when he comes in because I don't feel like mashing together a bunch of videos again. This is my start. Hi. You drop the kids off at my mom's? Okay.
Recording?
Yeah. Why? This was a pattern I was designing. Someday I'll get done. Oh, why I got frustrated with this one. This was the T-Rex Quaker that I was designing. And I don't even remember now how I got started on the T-Rex Quaker, but this is my pattern. And this is how far I got. I need to finish it. I think it'll be cool. I just got frustrated. Partly because it seems like the few patterns that I've designed, I had to tear out large chunks of them. Like I was constantly miscounting or whatever. I'm not taking a picture of that one though because that's my own design. Hi Roxy. Did you just realize Daddy was home? Apparently. This was an exclusive kit that I picked up from... What shop did this come from? Down Sunshine Lane, maybe? I could be wrong. But it was Plum Street Samplers, Jack's Sweet Shop, the Siren Tart. Get this thread out of the way. Here's where I'm at. I need to get that one done. I need to not fold it and have that huge crease right there. Good grief. And that actually came as the kit, so it had all of the floss and the little tart pan for finishing and everything. Showed that one. Ooh. This was on my Stitch 9 last year, and I forgot to move it to this year. And holy cow, I need to take this off the Q-snap and store it in a bag. I need a lint roller. Wow. Because this was done as a sale, but this was one that I was going to start regardless. This is the pattern. And I'm stitching it on black linen. Can you see all the cat hairs? I just love it. It's, I mean, the colors are just amazing. You don't have to be silent. Huh? This was from Magazine Mania. There's a picture. Stitching this one. And I am stitching it on 14 count Mystic Ada. Picture this plus. Oh, I have a pair of scissors in here. Got scissors in a lot of these WIPs actually, but here is my progress. Move the needle out of the way. There. I like it. I'm a huge fan of this one, and I love this fabric. The color is awesome. Need to get this one finished. Have you counted yet how many times in this video I said I need to get this one finished? This was a retreat start. This was a StitchCon start. So cute. This is being stitched on 28 count River Rock hand-dyed linen. It's from Color and Cotton. There's my tiny start. Like really tiny start, huh? I don't even know what color floss I had on this one needle now. It's not good. Let's see if I can quickly find a picture of this pattern. I purchased it on Etsy. So if I scroll far enough, it'll be there, right? Did you get everything set up? Here's the pattern. Butterfly, I think there's a dragonfly in there somewhere too, all the wildflowers. And I had a small start on that one. Do not know where the stuff is for that one. I'm gonna have to find it in my, it's on one of those carts. I have my working copy and my floss and everything, but who knows where. All right, done with another bag. Started. Onto the carts. Mirabilia, Bluebeard's Princess. And I am stitching this on the Witchell Laurel linen. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a more true represent. Yep, there's the color of the fabric. And there's the floss. So pretty. So pretty. Hey, I should probably take a picture of that, hey? Yeah, probably. We've made it to my Mirabilia patterns. Look, another pair of scissors. Those in there stabbing the fabric. This is Lady of the Flag. I don't have the picture with me, just the working copy. I don't think we need the picture. Got a good chunk done on that flag. This is just gorgeous. I am stitching this on here it is. Vintage Stormy 32 count Vintage Stormy something. It's a, I think it's a witch oak. This was a start at one of the Moe's Needle and Thread retreats. Oh, all I have is my working copy of this too. Here's a picture. March, my birthstone, aquamarine. And I'm stitching it on 32 count Star Sapphire Joblin. That's how far I got. I just started in one of the wings. It's husband. Yeah, be careful. It's dangerous in here. Really dangerous in here. Sorry. This is another Mirabilia. This is Mother's Arms. I do not have a picture of it. And it is barely going to fit on this fabric, I think, if I remember correctly. That was my start. So maybe what I need to do is recalculate and see if I need to start this on new fabric before continuing, because that's going to really make me angry if it doesn't fit. And sorry, Kenny, that's not going to be considered a new start if I have to start over. I don't even have the working copy in this one. This is Mirabilia's Blossom Goddess. I'm stitching it on 32 count vintage smoky white fabric. I don't even know where that pattern is. There's the picture. And I think I got even less done on this one than the last one. I need to set this aside and find the pattern. Ooh, there was a dead fly in there too. Gross. This is the very old sampler sale that I started. This is the magazine it came from, Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, March and April of '88. With the creepy dolls on the front. This is the pattern. I know that you can still get this magazine on eBay and Etsy occasionally. I know a lot of people found it there. Stash Unloading, when people post some of the old magazines, you can find it in there too. I did post a conversion when I started this originally because some of the colors are no longer around. And there's my start. I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus Wren. It's an even weave. The microwave's gonna go for a minute. Apparently hubby thinks he needs to eat. He's shaking his head yes. Dragon Dreams, Dragon of the Deeps. I started this at Michigan Stitchers Retreat in 2018. start, I'm stitching this on a piece from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. I have a lot of WIPs on her fabric. Take a picture, dummy. Did I pick? I didn't take a picture of the last one. Please hold. Pictures. Hope you don't think you're eating at the table. There's no room. This is Cricut Collection October. I also started this at Michigan Stitchers 2018. This was supposed to be a sale with my friend Susan, and then I didn't keep working on it. I got frustrated with this right off the bat because I started it and had to frog out a lot of what I had done. And this is fabric that I actually dyed myself. I think it turned out really good for that piece. This was the Stony Creek, the Free Patterns of the Month series. And I'm also stitching it on the Called For Fabric Vintage Stormy Night. This is the bell pull. And I actually already bought the bell pull too. The hanger. I don't know where it is. I'm using everything Called For on that. If I remember correctly, I had a good chunk of the first month done on that one. I'll have to pull this one back out. Oh crap, my phone's gonna die. Can you bring me the charger so I can get it plugged in, Brian? Please, and thank you. This was an Old Blackbird's design from August 2003, just cross stitch. I'm stitching it on Picture This Plus in Barnwood. And that's where I left off. Brian?
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were just going to grab the one on the counter. Sorry. This was another start from Magazine Mania. I'll just plug it in right here. Thanks. Okay. This is from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, March, April of '95. And the pattern is Consider the Lilies. And I'm stitching it on 32 count Belfast in Chime. It's Picture This Plus. So there's the picture. Picture doesn't do the colors justice at all because I am using called for colors. That's not what it looks like. And there's some specialty stitches in here. And there's that. And there's, it's not really showing the true color of the fabric very well, but there's my start. So after this, I'll be sitting and watching FlossTube and organizing everything. This is a Design Works kit, Joan Elliott. Madonna and Child is the name of the pattern. I don't know if this was only released as a kit or if she released just the pattern. But I swapped out the fabric, and this is a piece of I don't know, piece of something. It's from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. This was another Mania start. Must have been 17 or 18. Because I didn't do 19, yeah. So here's my small start. Jeanette Douglas Halloween sampler. And I did buy the floss pack for this one as well. And I'm stitching it on, and that looks like Ren. I think it is. I think it's Picture This Plus Ren linen. Here's where I'm at. This one's a lot of fun. Gotta get that one finished. I think originally Mo wanted to maybe use it for a shop model when it first came out. So I don't know if we're still thinking that or not. This was a start from Retreat, stitching it in 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana. This was a Dimensions Chart and Charms, and I was gifted this from Christine, Stitch All the Things. Thank you very much again. I really like it. And here is my start. It's got some, you can't really see, it's got some blending filament in there. Did I forget to come back and cross those? Nope, those are supposed to be half. So. This is such a neat piece. This, man, I need to finish this. I don't have a picture of this one, I don't think. I didn't even print the picture in black and white. No, but I know where I can find this easy enough. This is from Etsy, Cute Patterns by Maria. My phone does not like to work correctly when it's plugged in. I did get this pattern from her a long time ago, actually. I think I got it before she even had the Etsy shop, because she had to email me the files, and I paid with probably PayPal. This is Dragon Phoenix. That's what it'll look like. And I kind of took a break from working on this because I felt like here's somebody's finished piece, and they stitched it on, you know, light blue or gray or something like that, and I felt like the white fabric that I grabbed from my stash, you can see too much through those half stitches, so I don't know if I want to just keep going or haven't decided yet. I love the pattern, so I do want to stitch it. I just might put it on a different fabric. One that blends better, like that photo did. Then we've got a couple of really old kits that I found. Well, this one's really old. I started this one. This had to have been like before college even. I don't know. Susie Zoo. It's the cats. It was a Janlin kit. Maybe I started it in college. I don't know. I mean, I used masking tape and used the kit Ada. That's how old it was. Got a good chunk done on there. What I might do is finish just these 3 cats and not the whole piece. So I have to decide what I'm doing. I don't know. This, and it needs to be washed too. It's old. It's on white. This kit is part of the reason I don't use kit fabric very much anymore, because this one, there's no way there's enough room. I started this, actually started this for Brian. Brian, I started stitching this for you a long time ago. So it's less than 10 years old because we met in 2009. There's no way that there's enough room. I mean, it's gonna come like right to the edge. So I think what I need to do is actually just sit down and count it out and see if I need to scrap working on this. Because I'm gonna be ticked if I get all the way to the edge and you can't frame it. And I think a lot of people run into that with kit fabrics, And I don't know why, you know, these companies don't just give extra fabric. I mean, they're using like the cheapest fabric possible. Just give an extra 3 inches all the way around. One cart left. Yay! Don't know what that goes to. This was my succulents. I already have a picture of that. This is not started. This is not started. These are both started. I need to finish these quick because they'd be, you know, easy finishes to earn a start, right? Not started. I already have one of these done. So here's the second one. Picture, my evidence picture. This one is the Christmas lantern. And I have that much done. This has not been started. So as much of a pain as this is, it is going to force me to do some cleaning on here. This was in my purse for a long time. This is a Chessie and Me, kit. American Coast. I pulled this out the other night and put a little bit in. These are all Smyrna crosses. I have a picture of that one already. What's this? Oh, we need to do that. Okay. These are all not started. This one's started. This was just a little quick kit. Like super quick. And I haven't finished it. Super quick though. Kitty kitty. This is my little Riolis bat. Do not have a picture of that one yet. Here's what I was looking for earlier. Okay, so this is ink circles, Rosetta, and I am stitching it with all hand-dyed cottons from Mo's sale. And I had it, I have had it all laid out. I have a picture somewhere in my phone's memory with my floss layout. Okay. Oh, what a mess. So here's the colors I'm using. They're all bright. And here's how far I am. I'm stitching out on a white opal. And I made a very big Q-snap for myself for that one. I need to go back and find the picture on my phone and write down the order that that floss is going to go in. Picture. Get a stinking picture. Okay. Erin? Yeah. Joy-Filled Stitcher. She is also working on that pattern. She has some gorgeous colors picked. This is an Owl Forest embroidery piece. Little hedgehogs. This is on a Picture This Plus Valor, maybe. Super cute. Were the kids good at your parents? Yeah. Okay. Didn't want to drop them off at my parents being holy terrors. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Brian? Why do you let me start so much stuff? He's not smiling. Soda stitch, Cinderella. Here's where I'm at. And I'm going to do some modification to this pattern as I get to different pieces, specifically the prince's hair and the fairy godmother. This was from Magazine Mania. The trees. I found a blue mystery linen. Oh. Heavenly Creations, aka the Blended Needle, Cashel Blue is apparently what I'm stitching this on. And I think I'll be able to get to where I'm not going to, these bleach spots or whatever will not show up. I think I started it far enough over here. Meow. What's up? What's up, kitty kitty? You know, I'm almost making a mess. See what the mama's doing? We're almost done, guys. I'm on the last shelf from the last cart. This is a Mandala Owl. This came from a calendar, actually. Awesome Pattern Studio had a calendar in, this must have been 2019, because 2020 I have at work right now. And I'm stitching this on a hand dyed by Rolanda. That was my start. start. I was going to stitch this for my mom. She's a quilter. Oops. That pattern's called Making Sarah's Quilt. And this is my start. Oh, this is the stuff that goes to that other pattern. Or that other one that I was working on. Okay, that goes there. Okay. This is a kit. And I'm going to stitch the 3 owls together, up and down, instead of separate. And I switched it out for a fabric from Oksana. This is a printed fabric, so I think that's perfect. It's got some, like if you get in close, like there's leaf. There's a couple of them. There's one down there, over there. So. Oh, a banana runt. I'm not going to eat that. I don't know how long it's been hiding there. Want to try a banana candy, Brian? This was from Magazine Mania. This one had all of the pictures in the front and then the patterns spread out. Let's see if I can find the picture. Oh, here's the picture. Isn't that pretty? So I started in the middle with Mary's face. Which way does this go? This way. That's why it looked funny. It goes this way. And this is stitched on Charles Craft 28 count tea-dyed Lugana. Rosewood Manor Morning Glory sampler, and I am going to do just the square and cut off the bottom. I'm stitching it on something with a hint of sparkle. I don't know what it is though. It's just in my stash. This is actually started. it is started. This is Plum Street Samplers Spring Delivery. I'm not sure that I'm going to continue with this one. I only had this much started, and I wasn't super sure how I liked it on that fabric. It's on Vanilla Latte Linen 32 count. I think that was a hand dyed by Stephanie. Two left, just two. This was from Magazine Mania. This is an Ink Circles Flox box. And I am stitching it with a Moe's Sale variegated floss. And it is stitched on a fabric by Stephanie. But I don't remember what the color was. And I don't see a tag. Meow. What's up, kitty? What's up, kitty kitty? Meow. Come here. Come here. You're in the cord. Come here. Here's Romeo. Hi. Here's Romeo. Okay, I got one more. Then I can organize everything. Yay! Last one. Also from Magazine Mania. Stitching it on 16 count white Aida Dragon Tulip. And I was using that kind of as a practice piece for Hades and stuff because it was mostly full coverage, so I was going to try to figure out like what I liked best for parking and all that stuff. But I'm dumb and didn't have a working copy, so I've just been going from the pattern and I'm lost now. So I need to make a working copy and then I need to mark off where I've been. Okay guys, I think that's everything. Let's see, not too bad, a little over an hour and a half. I've seen others that are much longer, so if you stuck through it, congratulations and thanks for stopping by. I'm going to get some of these organized. I'm going to get kind of a plan together for working through some of these older ones. Start with some smaller ones, get some finishes, and start getting this cleaned out. So hope you enjoyed everything. I feel like I have a pretty good mix of style with my WIPs. You know, I don't favor one style over another necessarily. I don't have a lot of samplers. They're not usually my thing, but more modern samplers I have been starting to get into. But should have found at least something that agrees with your taste. So have a great weekend, and I will see you in a couple weeks.